guys, I am back. Like I said, the other kiddos are eating, so they're listening from that side. So I wanted to go ahead and start reading because there's not much left, and I wanted you guys to be able to finish this book this week. So everybody say read aloud, read aloud, say read aloud, read aloud, say R-E-A-D, aloud, R-E-A-D. Everybody say read aloud, say read aloud. Read aloud, say riggedy, riggedy, read aloud. Riggedy, riggedy, read aloud. All right, so we just finished with George being at home, being on his best behavior, doing everything that he was supposed to do, except be nice to his sister. So his mom told him that. And so then he decided that he was going to try to be as nice as he could. So now we're on chapter 11. And guys, we only have about, let me see. 40 something pages left. So I'm probably going to knock out chapters 11 and 12, and then we'll finish it up in a few days. All right, so here we go. Chapter 11, The Race. I feel myself getting perfecter and perfecter. Side note, that's not a word. Every night I go to bed thinking I can't get any better. And the next day I find out I can. Like one morning after I pushed through the door at school, I noticed that Constantina Papas was behind me. Until then, the only girl I had ever held a door for was for Judy Billings. Now, whenever there's a girl behind me, no matter who it is, I hold the door for her. I would like to announce that to all of the boys in the room. Holding the door for a woman or a girl makes us feel oh so lovely. All right, so just take that note, please. Thank you. All right, I picked up litter. At first, I picked up stuff I stepped on in the playground. I put it in my pocket and dumped it in the trash can in school. Then I started walking halfway across the playground to pick up candy wrappers. A couple times I caught Mrs. Sims looking my way. Now I pick up stuff from our sidewalk and gutter at home and even at the mall. Every time I do it, I picture one of Mrs. Sims' spies making another mark after my name. Morton. Check, 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 check. There he is doing all the right stuff. I'll show you guys in the pictures later. In school, I got all my 2 and 3 times tables right. Oh, guys, you guys are going to be learning those. That's multiplication. And when Mrs. Sims wrote 100, 841 on the board, I was the only one with the right answer. 100,841. In doing cursive practice one day, Mrs. Sims whispered to me, "You write better than I do." But even with all this good stuff going on, I couldn't relax because I didn't know how I was doing compared to everybody else. There were 23 kids in my class. I figured every one of them wanted the first halo. Well, except Joey Peterson. Maybe others got all their timetables right too. Maybe I wasn't the only one Mrs. Sims whispered to. Maybe if I picked up 5 pieces of litter one day, somebody else picked up 6. It was like I was in a race, but I couldn't see any of the other runners. Then all of a sudden, I could see them because of something that happened on the playground. Dun, dun, dun! Chapter 12. Back to bad. Uh-oh. Somebody's going back to being bad. Who is it? Raymond Venati spit. It happened after lunch. At the swings, Raymond walked over to an empty swing, coughed up a big lunger into his mouth like and dumped it right there in the middle of the swing seat. Wow, I thought, that's some litter I'm not picking up. I looked across the way and Miss Sims was staring and glaring. She saw the whole thing. I said to Raymond, "Why did you do it?" He shrugged. "I don't know." "Mrs. Sims saw you," I told him. He shrugged some more. "So?" I was shocked. "So? What about the halo? Don't you care?" He shook his head. "Nah, I'm tired of being good." And there he is spitting that nasty loogie out. I'll show you guys in a minute. Right on the swing set. Ugh. 3 things happened after that. A 2nd grade girl sat on the swing. And after a minute, she stood up, her hand felt her butt, and she screamed. Mrs. Sims, number 2, had a private talk with Raymond Benatti in the hallway. And number 3, I suddenly started seeing other stuff. And that's where the girl has sat on it and was like, oh my God, there's something on my booty. Everywhere I looked, kids were being bad and messy and rude. When Mrs. Sims had turned her back, Wilson Barner barked out loud on purpose, like, burp. Dawn Olachek pulled a booger from her nose and stuck it under her seat. 4 kids had untied shoelaces. Even Judy Billings, she dropped a gum wrapper on the ground on purpose. I told my mother all this after school. Sounds like you got a bunch of regular hoodlums in there, she said. What does it all mean, Mom? I asked. Don't they even care about the halo anymore? She tugged my earlobes. What it means, Setzer, is they're being normal 3rd graders. Maybe it means that you, she tugged both ears, are the only one trying to be a perfect angel. I think she was telling me I didn't have to worry about winning the race because everyone else dropped out. I was the only one left. Yes, I thought, the halo is mine. But my mother was wrong. And that's the piece of gum wrapper that Judy dropped on the ground. All right, guys, that is chapter 11 and 12, and we only have 4 more chapters left. 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. 5 more chapters left. So I will see you guys on another day. Thank you for joining us. And my friends over there eating their lunch.
Hello.
No, bye-bye. And I will see you later. Keep on reading. They're great.